Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. I would just say fuck Nvidia again. I'm really contemplating buying a 9000. This is what 800 X3D or something. Instead of the other one that comes out in March because it's just like so fucking annoying to be honest. Yeah, but yeah, we're playing Kina Bridge of Shadows, and the 5090 is not gonna fix those crashes. It's the fucking Intel CPU shit. But I'm also gonna do everything else. So I'm gonna like set up everything. So I hope maybe that helps a bit. But you know, let's see if this works. I'm gonna also have to restart everything on my tablet, and then I'm just not. Hopefully, when we don't tab out, it works. And also, probably the stream crashed before that. We can select Master Spirit Guide from the starting menu. We can select it from the option menu. They must have patched in that you don't need to beat the game before playing on it. So yes, maybe read the descriptions here. There is like a description. I don't even know what that means, to be honest. There's like this weird description. Ah, okay. Only is charged when dealing damage. Okay. And then you lose courage when you get hit. Okay, I have no idea what the fuck that means. I feel like the game's going to be pretty quiet, but before we're starting it, I can't adjust the volume, so just bear with me here for a moment. Just going to leave the feed on screen so I can see if it works or doesn't. Sorry about that. Okay, and let's get started. Master Spirit Guide, here I come. Okay, they're masked, and when they linger around, they become dangerous. And we try to help them, and we're called the Spirit Guides. Oh, she looks really cute. Press E to pulse. No, press LB to pulse. The game does not support HDR, unfortunately. I think seeing this scene, it could have been pretty cool with HDR, but for like streaming, it doesn't really matter because I'm streaming SDR anyway. Okay, the camera is really slow, but thankfully we already saw there is a camera sensitivity option, and you might be wondering why do I crank it, because it's really low. I want to see what it can go up to. Yeah, this is probably more reasonable. Yeah, I think like this is way better. So how are the FPS values, the perceived ones? It runs pretty well, I would say. I would say DLSS quality, native 1044p for this game. Seems quite reasonable in this biome right here. Oh, I think the max setting is actually quite... you might be wondering, how are you measuring this, right? Because you can't measure the physical distance on a stick. I have a number I say out in my head, I say out loud, right? And I just, you know, line it up with the rotation. So I want it to end when I'm finished saying the number. In my case, it's like the German number 255. Yeah, it's pretty perfect. That's how I do the sensitivity settings for like these types of games. I must say the horizontal sensitivity is a bit low relative to the vertical one. You can see it's like very reactive vertically, which is quite unusual because usually you don't need as much vertical speed as horizontal speed, but unfortunately there is no option for that. But are a lot of options for other things, and I'm really glad you can rebind your controls. I mean, this is really Soulsy, just dropping you into the world in this dark place. Yeah, really nice. And if we need to, we could still drop the DLSS to performance and have a native 1080p rendering go on. I mean, maybe the camera is a bit fast for... I mean, maybe it's a bit fast for small movements, because there is also an acceleration curve that you can't change, but I think it's still, seems pretty solid. Looks really nice. You can swim in the game? Wow. Really unexpected things here. I wonder if this is going to be one of those games that I missed and I was like, I will enjoy way more than I thought I would. Because I got interested because of the visuals, but I didn't know it was like a Souls-like, so... Or I forgot, I guess. Okay. Oh, we can pulse. But the game didn't tell us, so... It's not like God of War. Nobody's telling me what to do. That's nice. No, we're dead. No. Ooh, the first boss. I guess we're just gonna get killed right away. It might be one of those games where you get like the tutorial boss and it's just like so strong that it's gonna kill you. Yeah, like I said, I didn't play on controller. I played mouse and keyboard games for the past weeks, so my controller skill is pretty non-existent.
Do you need help?
You know nothing. Oh, suffering.
It's a bit quiet. I'm gonna increase the volume. Sorry about that. Hope Alt Tab doesn't crash OBS. That would be really unfortunate. I guess increase it a little bit here. Just a little bit. So far, so crash free. I hope when tabbing back in it still works.
This is my home. My village. Turn back, spirit guide.
Okay, so the game has attacks, but I'm just waiting to see if the game crashed my, No, it did not crash. Okay, thank God. Okay, it didn't crash. Nice. But the audio is pretty nice. Like, listening to the music a bit here. Yeah, I can't change, I don't know why I can't change the volume on my end. It's kind of scuffed. Is it Windows or is it actually the software though? Okay, I hope this works now. Maybe we can target lock probably, right? Yeah. I mean, it's almost like I'm Geno Machino getting ready for no-hit runs right here, just like learning the patterns. Okay, he has a very simplistic pattern. So you can attack. Oh, the character does not automatically target the enemy. Oh, maybe only if you're in range. Oh, that's cool. That is nice. So that's the light attack and that's the heavy attack. Nice. Can you do a charge attack? You can. Oh, nice. Okay, I guess he just comes back until you learn how to get good. A little bit of hit stun when getting on top of him. So how's performance mid-fight? It's pretty okay. Wait, let's unlock him. Oh, seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. No charging light attacks. This seems like a really good attack. Okay, now we're learning how to dodge. Oh wait, do we have to dodge and I didn't do it and that's why... Oh, there are two of them. Okay, the dodge is interesting. It's like a leap. I assume you have iframes, right? That's just the name of the game. Nice. Do you have endurance? I don't even know. Okay, you can also just strafe them. I wonder if you have to hold it completely. Yeah, one part of the presentation I'm not too keen on is the hit feedback. When you hit enemies, it seems kind of weak. The audio is a bit quiet for that, and there needs to be a bit more of a visual impact, I think. But otherwise, it looks really, really nice visually. Like a very, very pretty game, artistically especially. And very clean too. Yeah, very nice to see. I wish there was a lower vertical sensitivity relative to the horizontal sensitivity though. Okay, maybe we can just stand in the middle and press the button again or something. Okay, so you can... Oh, this is going to be blocking. Oh, interesting. The camera shifts to a fixed perspective, so you can't move around like this anymore, and you just like slow walk, and she doesn't turn around anymore when you move. Interesting. I assume we have to light some torches or something. You know what this reminds me of? It's almost like a 3D, or I mean 3D quote-unquote, Ori and the Blind Forest, visually. Yeah, it definitely reminds me the most of Ori and the Blind Forest. A really nice audio design. Here probably you have to do the final opening mechanism. So there seems to be a very, very light puzzle element to the game. You know what? I love the water particles. They look so cool. Like the fact, you know, they don't try to look realistic. They have the stylized bubbles popping up that looks so nice. It's such a small detail, but really, really cool. Yeah, and controls also really nicely. I think the character does have the tendency to over value the animations. So when you turn like this, right, you can see she turns instantly. But if you turn in a slight arc, she's gonna do what basically Torrent does in Elden Ring when you sprint. She's gonna do a little bit of a little wobbly movement thing, which makes the game feel a bit less precise than the Souls games. But I guess it just looks a bit visually more smooth. But I definitely prefer when the game prioritizes your inputs over visual fluidity. I mean, the game is really pretty, but I'm also really curious at what this runs, so I'm just gonna put on the frame counter for a moment here. Hope it doesn't crash the stream when I do so. It's running at 140 FPS. Max settings, 1044p native rendering, I mean DLSS, right? Quality on 4K. And on a 4090 and a shitty 13,900K. Fuck you, Intel. Fuck you. Sorry about that, but really it has been crashing so much, and I really hope I can kind of find a bit of a fix before the 5090 is installed, because I'm really gonna try everything to make the 2 months until I can buy the AMD CPU as nice as possible. Yeah, so it's 140 FPS. Just out of curiosity, how much would we push if we went for 1040, 1080p? I'm stupid. I pressed the wrong button. My bad. Okay, let's try to find out. How much more FPS are we gonna gain? Is the CPU bound? I have no idea. Is DirectX 12 better than DirectX 9 in this 11 in this game? I don't know. It really depends on the game, and I haven't researched anything. And yeah, let's go for the DLSS quality to performance, which is 1080p. I don't care about balance too much, to be honest. I just like to either go for performance or balance, right? Or quality. I mean, technically there's no reason for that. It's just like that I prefer it. Okay, let's see. Assuming will show me the FPS. Oh, this feels great too, to be honest. I mean, definitely looks less clear. Like you can definitely see there's more aliasing and a bit more of a lower res visual feeling to it. And I don't know why you're not displaying the FPS, bitch, but okay, wait, we're just gonna have to wait for a moment. Doesn't display it anymore. Come on, I know you can do it. Just taking in the atmosphere, waiting for the FPS counter to do something. I guess I have to close it and open it again. Yeah. Okay, now we're getting like 200 FPS. So what is it? 140 FPS or 200 FPS? I wonder. How much do I care about the additional... Oh my god, it's like... additional performance. I mean, it does feel better. Let's be real. This feels definitely better. I do wonder if a DirectX 11 would be better. But okay, we're like at 180 FPS at the moment. And if we go back to... we could also go for balanced, I guess. Which implies... the name is nice, right? Balanced. Yeah, we lose like 40 FPS. I mean, yeah, roughly 40 FPS. But how was performance in here? Because it almost reached like 225 FPS. Like, it's 180 here. I mean, it is a controller game. It is a Souls-like, but it's still a controller game. And I think for the streaming quality, the quality mode is going to be significantly more clean. It definitely has a better visual feel to it. Yeah, so I guess I should have waited for the 5090 for this one too. I'm just kidding. No, I think 100 and something FPS here seems pretty reasonable. Ooh, small ones here. Let's just do this here. You can light up the shrine stuff if you want to. That's cool. It seems to work on all these stone plates and writing things. I don't know if there is a reason for that or not, but... I mean, yeah, sure. I'm just gonna give it one more go on 1080p. I mean, it is visually slightly inferior. Because this game does have a lot of high frequency objects, like these trees and everything. And it's not that much better. I mean, it is better for sure, but not that much. We also might be getting into a CPU bottleneck, which could potentially have bad frame time issues. So, you know what? I'm gonna go with quality for this one. It runs really well though, so on the highest settings. So, in general, quite nice to see. I mean, sure, let's go for balanced ones. Yeah, the names are kind of misleading because it really depends on your base resolution. If you're on 1080p and you're using like anything below quality, it's going to look terrible. I mean, yeah, it seems pretty balanced. No, it's just like you're just changing the base resolution, right? There's nothing else to it. And you know what? Out of curiosity, how would it run at 4K? Not that there is any need for that, but... I mean, it looks virtually identical and it runs significantly worse, so... Yeah, 100 FPS. I mean, still pretty good. Yeah, pretty performant game. Okay, and now we're done with this. I'm not gonna min-max too much in this game. Don't worry about that. Yeah, sure. Let's go with DLSS quality on this one, and I'll just close my FPS counter. You shouldn't be seeing that on the screen anyway. So, okay, let's go. Sorry for the scuffed start, but you know me, right? Every time I start a game, I min-max everything so we can hopefully enjoy the rest as much as possible. Yeah, but a really good first impression. Visually very, very nice. Probably one of the prettiest games artistically I've played. I think there are not a lot of games that are this consistent from an art style perspective. Like, it looks really, really nice. Man, the water is also really cool. Interact.
I saw him here somewhere.
Like, the voices are mega quiet. Yeah, you can't boost. Always start the sliders not at max, and then you can just start it. Because I could make everything else less loud, but I don't know.
Where did he go?
Hi there.
Looks cool, but the pre-rendered cutscenes, I would have loved for them to be not pre-rendered. You can tell there's a lot of artifacting from bitrate stuff going on, and compression stuff. So yeah, native rendering for cutscenes always better, especially in contrast how clean the game is otherwise. And also the volume of the voices is like incredibly low. Was there some kind of dynamic range setting? I guess we can turn on night mode. It could help with voices, maybe. I mean, it doesn't sound like it's louder at all when she talks. Night mode should usually just like, decrease the dynamic range. I feel like it even did the opposite, so no idea. Okay, cool.
Hi.
Oh, it's alright. What happened here, little guy?
I mean, he's fucking adorable. Yeah, he's very cute. What can I say? That is really cute. I still don't know what the this rot action does. If I want to keep it on B or not, because usually I don't know. I like interact on B. I'm gonna change it maybe back. I don't know. Now it's basically like Souls games from the control perspective. Bit of a framiness to the animations here. You can see right there's like a bit of stutteriness to the jumping, which is really weird to be honest, because everything else is really relatively smooth, but the animations do seem to have some kind of stutteriness every now and then. You like hold to jump higher? I don't think so. No, you can. Oh no, there is. This is if you tap, and if you hold, you go. It's kind of funny. You can either go mega low or really high. There's no in between. It's like, yeah, it's really funny. I don't even know if they were aware you can jump even lower. Okay, interesting. Oh, you can double jump. That's cool. Kind of interesting that you can even go less high. Cool. Slight Genshin Impact vibes.
There she is! Run!
Oh, there's more than one. I forgot about that. I mean, I saw the trailer, right? So I should have known there are multiple ones. Oh my god, he's so cute and pissed. That is so adorable. I have no idea if there is a use case for this ability everywhere, or if it's just like on like very limited things. Because he's gonna tell you. Hi. Another one? Yo, they're getting bigger and bigger, or am I just imagining things? They're called rots. Okay. I guess they fuel your rot abilities or something? Yo, what a cute game. Like, I'm really surprised by... Not the visuals, because I knew they were going to be nice, right? But like how clean it is if you're playing it. Because in trailers it can look really cool, but when you play it sometimes it doesn't look as cool. But in this case, for sure, it looks really nice. And also plays really smoothly. I mean, I think the game was released before the RTX 4090, so... explains why it runs well on it. What? Dance? Okay, this is too fucking adorable. I really hope they don't kill him. I usually don't care much about people getting killed in video games, but these cute things, I hope they're not like some kind of disposable resource you have to throw at people. Because they're really adorable. But can I also... what is kiss? Wait, that's not kiss. Huh? Wait, stand up is and kiss is the same button? Why? Wait, really? Why? I guess they must have fucked up the controls for this one. Because I'm pretty sure... Wait, I'm gonna use mouse and keyboard instead. I'm pretty sure that it's because we rebound A or something else. The fuck am I, like... Wait, why is it so cute? Oh my god. Wait, can we sneeze? What does sneeze do? Wait, did he sneeze? Okay. I mean, what the fuck? Like, why is this so cute? And hey, Jacques, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, it is really cute. What the fuck? And then it's also Souls-like, which is such an awkward mix, but it has difficulty settings, so as always, I don't know what the lowest one is like, and I don't know what this one is like either, because we didn't fight much yet. But yeah, don't be disencouraged just because it looks hard here. Probably the easiest difficulty mode is way easier. Is this some kind of semi-open world too? Like, it looks a bit like a Dark Souls level. You have different ways you can go, you can even jump. Is this where we progress? I guess it is, right? Maybe. I'm kind of scared, so I'll just go here. So far? Wait, how do I... Wait, what? Am I stupid? Wait, did we open it to get him? I don't remember. I guess you don't open the chest. Maybe. Yeah, I can't wait to throw them at enemies and they explode and die, and I'm gonna be sad. And I tried playing Dark Souls 1 for the first time. It's kicking my ass. My advice is, for the first time, use whatever build you feel most comfortable with, even if it's a shield. A lot of people make fun of you for using shields in Souls games. But if blocking and hitting is your best playstyle, just go for it. But if you care about playing all the Souls games, including maybe Bloodborne, if you have access to that, I would probably recommend getting used to dodging instead of blocking. So just use dodge for everything in this first Souls game. You can also go for parries, but that's pretty hard and punishing if you're new. So yeah, try get using to dodging. And if you want the easy mode, you can play Mage. Mage dodging is very easy relative to melee for a lot of people. So yeah, if you want easy mode, go for magic. What's called sorceries. And if you want a bit harder experience, just go for a melee build with dodging. But let's be real, once you played a lot of Souls games and you come back to Dark Souls 1, it's really easy compared with the newer ones. So it's a really good entry point, to be honest. I think going for Demon Souls, Dark Souls, I mean, if you have access to Demon Souls, is a really good idea, because the games do get more challenging the further you go down the series. Yeah. But still, Dark Souls 1 will be hard for you if you haven't played a Souls game, right? So it will feel hard, but if you come back later, it will feel really easy. So, and I heard this game kicked people's ass that enjoyed Elden Ring. So, I wonder, I wonder how hard it is. It could be really, really hard. No idea. Because it has difficulty settings, so they can go all out. It could be like God of War again and really destroy me. So we don't have enough resources or some shit. Oh my god, look at this. It's almost like these devs are not Wukong devs. They made a level that makes sense. You can go to the edge of the level. Oh, is this regenerative HP? Oh, maybe my spirit or something is regenerative HP. Do I have to hit it or something? I guess we can't do anything here. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. And it's so funny, we're playing a game on a 4090, and already I'm like, yeah, the 5090 is needed. It doesn't max out my setup at the moment. So it's really not like I'm buying it just for fun when it comes out. So it's really easy to justify the purchase. And I can give this PC to my girlfriend, which is also really nice. So really looking forward. 1 month, then hopefully we'll get lucky and we'll win against the bots. Where does the game want me to go from here? Because the game doesn't have a lot of tutorialization, so I might be missing some core mechanics. Yeah, you can swim, but I don't think this is a place to swim. I really like that some foliage has this nice physics to it too. I mean, unfortunately the grass doesn't, but you know, a lot of games for CPU reasons don't do that. Oh, and also text to animation is coming, which is really cool for, you know, artists in general. Oh, I'm not gonna start with the AI stuff from NVIDIA, like the Omni model and Cosmos and all those things. It is really impressive and nice, and it's also so useful. And yeah, it's really, really nice. So I can't wait for that to really be in the game. What the fuck am I doing, game? Can you explain? I am not sure what to do here. Maybe we didn't find all of them or something. Oh, maybe I didn't do this. Yeah, I'm stupid. I probably should have done this instead. Maybe you can come back later or something. Interesting. It's kind of cool. It's almost like Infinity Nikki too. Jumping around casually. But what I can tell you, by the way, Jacques, is you're playing Dark Souls for the first time, and you're not. If you don't hate it afterwards, you're really gonna like the other games too, right? It's like once you get into the series, you're gonna enjoy it more and more. I think a lot of people do tend to end up liking it significantly more after they get used to the core idea, and it will open up a whole bunch of other games too. and it will make a lot of other games also feel pretty chill and relaxed comparatively. So yeah, I think getting into Souls games is definitely something that's worth it for a lot of people, even if the starting point might be rough for some. Oh, and now we can probably interface with the tree. Your team of... Oh, is this like some kind of Pikmin slash... What is the other game called? Overlord? Press Y to send the rod onto objects in the environment. Collect rod to level up and gain more rod actions. Oh, it is some sort of Pikmin slash Overlord. Oh... I just hope it's not Lemmings. If anything, I hope it's not Lemmings. Everything else is pretty nice. Because you don't kill them. I guess you do technically kill them in Overlord, but... Okay, so we can do this, and I guess that's why it's on B, and it's going to be more common probably. Okay, so I'm probably going to swap the two again, because this seems to be a very common interaction compared to the other one. So yeah, the devs seem to have an okay sense of control for their control scheme here. Ooh, and this is a bit like Flower, like removing the stuff here. Yeah, the new Genshin Arkan, by the way, is kind of unfortunate because he's a bit too much of a not pay to, like FOMO character that uses a lot of newer characters to be good. And I don't like when they kind of force you to buy characters in quick succession, because that just means you can't do it when you're free to play. It's like a lot of FOMO stuff, and yeah, I'm kind of not the biggest fan of that. Really interesting. Go swim here. What an interesting addition. Like, there are not a lot of games that allow you to swim. How you can even climb. Man, it's so cool that the game doesn't tell you shit. It's been a while since I played a game that doesn't just like backseat you the entire time. It is so nice, to be honest. You just play a game and you enjoy it. And hey, watch my jokes. Hope you're doing well. Ah, shit, you got the ads. Wait, I'm gonna say hi again. Yeah, like, ads are always as minimal as possible, right? Like, I always try to... I would run no ads if it was possible, but it's impossible. So I'm like trying to find the minimum amount of friction by Switch's standards. I'm under the 3 minutes you need for the maximum money, so you can tell I don't care about the money at all. I don't make any money, right? So it doesn't matter at all for me. So everything that I have on ads is basically the bare minimum I can do, right? So if something is annoying you or it's, you know, stupid, the best thing I can tell you to do is not subscribe. You could subscribe if you want to, but just download a fucking ad blocker or something if you can, right? Just like block the ads. That's the easiest, cheapest way. So yeah, that, and I can't do more, unfortunately, on my end. Yeah. And hope you're doing well. Watch my jokes. Sorry for the ads, as always. I recommend an ad blocker. Any ad blocker of your choice that still works on Twitch. There might also be some solution. I think Apicorn has some kind of cool way to block ads on Twitch. It's kind of interesting. The color scheme on the A and X buttons is very atypical. They're not using the default colors for the Xbox controller icons. Like, they're a bit more like brighter colors than the original ones. And you're really looking forward to finishing it. I'm also trying game dev this year at a bet with friends. Also, you're trying to make a game. So if you're trying to make a game, depends on what engine SR you're using, but I would definitely try to look into AI coding tools to help you. There are a lot of free cool ones that you can just like use for and you know, in your editor. And yeah, I really would recommend, if you don't know too much about coding, and even if you know a lot about coding, get used to AI tools ASAP, so you can really, in like 10x almost your coding speed. I'm not even kidding. It does really do a lot in coding. Like, coding is probably the direct a bit more complex application of AI without like it being, you know, objectively worse in some regards. It is just better. Like, you always had autocomplete, which was complete shit compared to what you have now. The Rot are scared and have gone into hiding. Attack enemies to build courage. In combat, spend courage to perform Rot actions. Okay, no idea. Yep, no boy here. What do you mean by boy? And thanks for this for resubscription. Watch my jokes. Thanks a lot. Okay, so we attack enemies and build courage. Courage drops can form in the world. Collect courage drops with your pulse or touch them to build courage up faster. So we like hitting enemies and the stuff spawns out of them, right? What do you think you throw at me? They have a lot of HP. I mean, relative to my attacks. Can we just like hit stun them like an idiot? Oh, that's so OP. What the fuck? Oh, by the way, I will not block for the most part in the game unless it's necessary, right? If the game has some kind of auto tracking of enemies when I don't lock on, that is really interesting. So you don't even need the target lock. I think you can turn it off if you don't like it. The Rot are ready. They can destroy dead zone hearts or blind enemies. Press B to quickly send your Rot onto objects in the environment. So we want to kill the heart probably. Bind enemies. Okay, a lot of information at once. I'm not so sure I like the automatic camera stuff when I'm not locked on. How does it work? No, we pulse, right? Yeah. Oh, we got him. Yeah, the hit feedback is a bit weak, so I think what is missing the most is some kind of audio like that's impactful, right? Like some kind of it's not very visceral. I think they could, with a bit of work, I mean not a lot of work, I think they could have made it a bit more impactful. I think the audio on the hits is a bit low, right? And also the way it smacks, it could have a bit more impact for sure. I'm not 100% sold though on the automatic camera assist. I'm not 100% sure I like that. I'm gonna leave it on, but I'm really contemplating turning it off because it's very atypical for Souls games. And it's kind of what the target lock is for, so yeah, it could be great, but it could also be really annoying. So I'm like keeping that an eye out for that. Oh, and here, now we can go here and just like explode him again. That's cool. I mean, chatbot is one of them that can also go coding assist, but you should just look up what's the most useful for the, you know, development environment you're using. There are tons of them. There are really a lot of good coding assisting tools. And what they usually do is they integrate into your editor and they can see your code base in real time and they can just like, you know, make autocomplete suggestions, find, you know, bugs and code improvements and stuff like that in real time. Or if you want to, as a debugger tool too. So it's like, yeah, it's a really, really important tool for coding. And yeah, you can just like Google it, right? Whatever you need. But definitely you're gonna probably want to use it because it's gonna make you significantly faster. Oh yeah, the God of War backseating boy. Yeah, exactly. Like after God of War, this is really refreshing that the game just shuts up. I guess you could say Souls games are also like this. They don't tell you a lot. I think the game might have a bit of shader compilation or like traversal stutter, but I'm not 100% sure. But one thing it definitely has is pop-in. Doesn't use UE5, Mega Nanite or anything like that. Yeah, that's always, I'm streaming on YouTube and on Twitch, so whenever I read a message that's not in chat, it's from the other platform. So don't wonder, I'm not like talking to nobody. And as always, the better visual quality is definitely on YouTube, right? The bitrate and AV1 encoding is definitely higher there, so yeah, better visual quality for sure. Yeah, definitely just like, you know, when you know your coding environment, like the basic stuff, the editor, the engine you want to use, then you can just Google that and see what tool is available. And also, like, obviously the programming language is relevant too. Yeah, and there's definitely free alternatives to stuff you have to pay for, so also keep an eye out for those. What are you doing here? The rod are really strong. Okay. No shit, they're like ants. The rod can move certain objects in the environment. Press B to have the rod pick up an object. Tell the rod where to go by aiming with LT and then by pressing B. Okay. I can just like move them around as I see fit. Okay, that's really nice. I mean, obviously we're gonna want to go up somewhere. I'm not sure where. Can they move here? No, they can't. They can... Looks like there's enemies around here. The music's going hard. Cool. So since they can only move around... I mean, they can still go pretty far. I wonder if we just have to jump or something. I mean, we have to jump on it, I assume, right? Oh, over here. Okay, that's pretty obvious. Can I destroy this? No. Okay, so we just are gonna do what the game wants us to do. Okay, nice. A nice little exploration focus. Can we shoot with them or something? Don't think so. I think this is where the game wants us to go. Oh. Huh? Oh. They can TP, that's nice. They're eating? I have no idea what that did, but okay. Guess they were hungry. I mean, technically I'm always talking to myself. Under the assumption, I mean, often I have to assume nobody's listening, so it's technically I'm a psychopath and just talking to myself, which is the, you know, the core idea of streaming. Just kidding. And hey, chaotic chemistry again. Oh yeah, I already saw you today, and then my brain was like misaligning the name. Who do you think societies all around the globe are inevitably destined to collapse, or there's an escape to this? I mean, societies are gonna change, right? I don't think the collapse of societies is inevitable. I think the definition of what is a society and the type of society is gonna change significantly, but I don't think like you would call them all like a catastrophic collapse that's gonna, you know, destroy itself or something. With nothing left, right? So I think there will be something afterwards, which you could probably also call some sort of maybe society, but it will be probably a bit different. No, watch my jokes. He's a viewer that found us over the philosophy tag, right? I do have a philosophy tag, and we already had a lot of philosophical discussions. So that's why he's asking that. It's not out of the blue, right? For you, it might be a bit out of context. Yeah. Yeah, so we already had a lot of discussions about those things, so it's not, for me it's not out of context, but for you it might be a little bit. But I think it's not out of context at all, because what we can see here is a collapsed society, right? This reminds you maybe a bit of the, you know, Aztec, whatever you call it, society, like ancient civilization, and also the Rome Empire, everything that they collapsed too, right? So they're like periodic significant changes to society. But I think on average, there is no reason to believe that society will always self-destruct. I mean, you could say there's no evidence for other life forms that are like sophisticated in the universe, and that might be, you know, an indicator, but let's just hope that's not the case. I mean, yeah, there are different forms, right? Like I said, it's going to shape and shift quite a lot. So there might be some time of communism, there might be some time of socialism, democracy, right? There's different forms and mixtures of those things, and also like the way humans are. But as long as we don't significantly evolve, I think the base idea is going to, you know, remain quite similar. But at some point we're gonna evolve, and then it's gonna be a different form of coexistence. I mean, you can also say there are scenarios where there is no more, like, there's only one entity, and everything's connected in a way, and I guess you could say the internet and, you know, like, the way we're, like, interfacing more and more makes us also almost like a interconnected species, but it's gonna become maybe a bit more different. Like, the question is, does an individual have a value over,
Can you move that for me?
like... Okay. Oh, so this enables us to go back or something? Yeah, the question is, does the individual have value, or is it more about an existing entity and it doesn't really matter how many entities there are? And what is the fairest? If there's only one entity, isn't it the perfect world, basically, because everyone's treated this equally? If there's one person, how can you be unequal? Everyone, right? It's kind of interesting. So maybe a one entity society could be pretty cool. This looks so nice, though. This person here. Yeah, have fun. Have fun with your sister. You can say hello from me. She will be really confused and.
I know you are kind.
Yeah, but have a great one, and thanks again for the resubscription.
That flows through this land, but you do not fully understand it.
Why do I have the feeling we're gonna die here?
Death and corruption are all that remain here.
Let it grow, let it grow.
You can be healed, but you cannot stay here, spirit. You must move on.
You are the one who does not belong. I will never abandon my people.
It's gonna be Star Wars blue against red. This might be a scripted death, by the way, so... No, never mind. Now it's like some kind of guy. It's just a guy. Press LB and hold to shield. That seems like cheating, to be honest. I hope you can just dodge. I hate blocking in games. He has a one-hit combo. Insane. Activate your shield at the right moment to parry. Oh, parrying could be cool though. Let's try parrying. Yo, parrying cool. Very nice. I wonder if the game is like Sekiro maybe. Oh, I mean that one for sure was blocking, I think. This is the purple bar, like the... Oh, the parry timing is so tight though. Holy shit, it's so tight. I wonder if target lock is going to change the way... No, your character still moves in this awkward way. Yeah, unfortunately they don't have a combat mode where the character locks on. And you can see the character, I'm like pressing left and right. It doesn't move like... You can see he stumbles almost, right? He doesn't react to my input sometimes. Yeah, I'm not 100% sold on the movement during like combat. The character feels a bit floaty, and I do want to go for like a parry again, just for fun. Like the timing seems to be very tight. Look at this. This is super tight timing, and then you lose the track, so you would want to lock on in the first place. Oh, we have the ability, but we lost because we got hit. We lost it because we got hit, and now we can use the rods to attack him. And now we can fuck him, right? He's getting fucked by them, and I'm fucking him. Oh no, he just like insta-gipped me afterwards. Okay. I wonder if the parry timing... Is this worth parrying in the game? I'm not sure. Can we skip? We can skip this, right?
Let me help you.
Okay. Yeah, blocking seems to be a very limited resource, so I'm... Oh, what a huge parry. I'm not sure that the character does... It basically turns around and doesn't attack anymore. It feels kind of awkward. And the parry is so tight. Yeah, to hold it, right? That's the problem. He's like shitting on me. I think I might turn off the auto tracking and just like target lock him like I would usually do for bosses. It kind of feels the auto camera movement is more distracting than helpful.
Let me help you.
Yeah, we're just training, right? I don't care about dying to this guy. I'm trying to find out how the controls work and what I prefer. So this is like a normal tracking, right? Now you have like the discrete target lock. Man, he has range. This guy really has range. Shit. I'm not 100% sold on the way the character moves in combat, unfortunately. Okay, this gives us an opportunity to hit him a bunch of times. And then he's gonna do the instant attack again, so I'm kind of worried about that. Oh, he gets staggered from charge attacks? Yo, that's fucking OP. Yeah, so the combat feels a bit like... it doesn't feel as good as Souls games for sure, because it does have this weird thing where the character will just turn around. Because why is it a problem in combat, right? What happens in Souls games when you target lock? Your character like focuses on the enemy and he will not turn around anymore unless you sprint. So the thing is, oh yeah, you can sprint too in the game. I completely forgot about that. And the thing is, why it's important that he does that is because he's not gonna do a hit backwards, right? Unless you release the target lock. And then also the character is like really sluggish to turn around. So it really makes for like, you can see, right? The character really doesn't react as quickly. I'm just like, yeah, you can see that sometimes he just like gets really sluggish. And this just causes you to feel like your character's not really doing what you want him to do in combat. Because he's not side strafing, but he's like turning around awkwardly. So yeah, for sure not an optimal combat animation system. So I hope the game doesn't get too hard and I get annoyed by that. Because it does really deduct from your responsiveness. And hey, cool bits. I hope you're doing well. I'm gonna read your comment after this very cute cutscene.
You can come out. It's safe now.
Look, Sire, she cleared away the poison. The little guys can eat it. They love it.
My name's Kana. What are you two doing out here, alone in the forest?
Don't worry about us. We've been here a long time and take care of ourselves.
I can see that. You both look very strong. Do you know who that spirit was with the horned mask?
We don't know, but when he shows up, the gross poison grows stronger. Hey, what are you doing here in the forest?
I'm searching for the sacred mountain shrine. Can you take me there?
If you want to get to the mountain shrine, you have to help us with something first.
Okay, so there's like also dialogue, you can progress yourself. And you don't agree with the one entity society because it will stifle our imbroglia wills. Imagine how our body treats our skin cells. I think that would be the same if human society became a super organism. Individual, okay, yeah, individual wills. I'm just Jacques from YouTube, remember me? Yeah, I can, I just realized you're the same person. Different names, man, like, it's like crazy. Every time you change, I'm like, brain is like, fuck me. Yeah, I remember that you just wrote on YouTube. I didn't remember your name was Kugelbits on Twitch. But now that you say, I do remember. I didn't sleep much today, by the way. So yeah, Sorry about not remembering both of them. So you think it's I mean, the thing is, right, if you have like in the, I mean, will, right, free will, everything, like, since I do believe in determinism, there is no free will. The value of the will of the individual is, you know, an illusion anyway. And if you have one entity, right, it doesn't mean it's like a bunch of people in one entity. I mean, literally one entity. So it's not like you have like agents. I mean, you do technically have agents, but it's not like the agents are like individuals anymore. It's more like, instead of having hands and feet that obey you, you have like not humanoids or something, but you just have an actuators, like, I don't know, like some sort of robot that does something for you, that has some kind of, you know, physical and acting properties. It doesn't necessarily have to be a humanoid, but, you know, it probably will have some sort of hand-like structure that can interface with materials, and yeah. Could be drones, right? It is everything you can imagine, right? It will have specific use cases where the individual, probably you're gonna have some kind of easy assembly of materialistic things. You can just like make a robotic hand that is perfectly for the task. A bit like evolution, right? If you want to open, if you're a bird, you're gonna have like the beak to get to the, you know, fruits you want to eat. And the same is going to be for the entity. It's going to have some kind of tool it's going to need, and we're doing the same, right? We're like, if you need to hammer something, you're going to get a hammer. If you need to cut a tree, you're going to get an axe. And the same is going to happen for the entity, just that you're probably not going to have a generalistic proxy in form of a humanoid or something using the tool, but you're going to become the tool. So you're not going to be a human, but you're going to be an axe, right? And it's just going to be part of their body. So it's not gonna be something some entity that's gonna feel like I'm an axe. But I'm not saying it's gonna happen that we're gonna be one entity at some point. I'm just saying a one entity society feels like a very fair society, right? Then the question is, does an agent become an individual at some point? And, you know, does it have? Are you like, maybe because of centralized compute, like latency, you're gonna put some kind of autonomous being somewhere? And, you know, at one point. At what point are you still one entity, and what does it come back to a different entity? So yeah, it's kind of a interesting question, but in general, I think the idea of one entity is not that bad, right? As long as the entity is happy and enjoying itself. Okay, and if you want to go to the mountain shrine, okay?
Taro was trapped deep in the forest. We need you to help him.
Okay.
Great idea, Saya. That'll be easy for her. Did you see what she did to that stick guy?
This is understood what she did to that sick guy, and I was like, what? I am Groot. By the way, the NVIDIA presentation had tons of Marvel references, Thor, Groot, and others, and I'm like, funny that those people are nerds. Surprise. And the biggest surprise, I think, for a lot of people might have been that they did showcase AI first, but they also showed the graphics card right away, so it was their first key point in the presentation. And they didn't put it at the end. So really cool to see NVIDIA starting, you know, they basically reminded everyone we started as, you know, GPU manufacturer. We invented the GPU in the way we use it these days. And, you know, that's where we started. And it's really cool to see that still being a thing, right? Because they're a really big company. Most people only care about AI applications. And they're like, no, we still care about gaming. And that's cool to see. Because they could have said fuck it, right? Most of their money is not in the gaming markets anymore, so
Help us free Taro.
really nice that they do still care about us. Help us free Taro, and we will take you to the mountain shrine.
Woohoo! Come on, our village is this way.
Okay, and we're getting more and more rot. Once we have 18 rot, we can do something new here. And yeah, that's the thing you don't like. Not at all, we mistreat our body every day. A unit equivalent of a neuron will have much more rights and importance than the equivalent of a blood cell. I mean, the thing is, right, if the entities are not sentient and they don't suffer, it doesn't really matter how you treat them. The only reason why it matters that you mistreat things is because they're sentient and they can suffer. And we assume that the entity will be able to create sub-entities that can suffer. And the mistreatment, quote unquote, of our bodies is not because we're doing it on purpose. The reason why we mistreat our body is because our intelligence has like created a lot of situations that, you know, misuse the body. In nature, you're very unlikely to mistreat your body on purpose. But the thing is, society and our like ingenuity has created a lot of products, like food, for example, that's very tasty but very unhealthy, or like smoking and other addictive substances, or maybe even playing video games and social media that are very unnatural, but they're abusing the natural, you know, tendencies of the body. And I think a very sophisticated, unified entity will not have those misuse cases. It will be scientifically informed, and it will be in control of its impulses and design to a degree which we aren't at all, right? We have no control whatsoever. So I don't think that is going to be as much of an issue for that entity. I think all roads lead to fascism. I mean, you could argue that a soul entity existence is fascist by definition. Because there is only one cause and you are the cause. So yeah, it's kind of an interesting perspective, right? I mean, obviously going from a lot of entities to one entity means eradicating all the, or assimilating all other entities. So it's kind of interesting. Yeah, the road is definitely not a nice one, but the end result might be pretty nice. Wait, do you think this kid or the other kid? Do you mean the two kids or this kid? Do you think she's ugly? Or do you mean the two kids? 'Cause I don't think she's ugly at all. I think she's pretty pretty. Yeah, I think she's pretty. And mega cute, to be honest. I like her. But the two kids are not that pretty. The two kids, yeah, they're meant to be, I think, a bit brattish in nature. But they grow into pretty humans at one point. Yo, this looks so sick though. Kina Bridge of Spirits. A game I've unfortunately not played on launch because of other games that came out. Or other reasons. I think it might have come out at an unfortunate time. And there is a map. No way. There is a map? Wait, is this some kind of semi-open world game? See, I know nothing about the game anymore. At launch, I was pretty sure I informed myself about it, but I might just not have found the time. So there's a bunch of open world activities. And that is really cool. I mean, it might not really be strictly open world. It might be semi-linear in nature, which is also perfectly fine. But the scope is really big. Like, I'm really surprised by this. Yeah, this is really like Ori and the Blind Forest got a Souls-like made. Yeah, really nice. I'm like really impressed by that so far from, you know, the exploration and visual aspect. Like the combat so far is okay, but we haven't had a lot of it, so it might improve or get worse over time, no idea. But the initial impression is definitely, just for the visuals alone, the experience seems to be very, very nice. Do we want to turn off auto correction? I guess we can't. Automatically rotate the camera behind Kina when moving. I mean, I'm not sure I want to have that, to be honest, because the game has sprint on LT, so there is no need to have that, to be honest. You know what? I'm gonna turn it off. I think the auto adjustment... I mean, or is it though? I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it on for now. I'm always... It's kind of hard to tell, because I don't like the vertical autocorrect, but I do like the horizontal one. The village. Ooh. This is really cool. Autocorrect on or off, because you can tell the game doesn't track the character too nicely anyway. Yeah, I think I might try just turning it off just for fun, just to see how it feels. I think I like this better. You're like in complete control of your camera this way, and you don't need to auto adjust it every single moment. Because there is like an angle I prefer, right? I like to look slightly lower maybe or higher sometimes, and then I don't want to change it. But visually the game is really stunning. I think this is a very cool... And why is it so cool? Because I think it doesn't look like Unreal Engine at all. A lot of Unreal Engine games just look like Unreal Engine games, and this game has a very, very unique look to it, even though it is using Unreal Engine. As far as I know, I hope I'm not like... I don't think it's anything else. I think it's Unreal Engine, right? Maybe it doesn't use Unreal Engine, but I think 90% it does. So I don't remember the splash screen at the start, and it came out a few years ago. And yeah, good luck with your interview. Hope the preparation goes nicely. Ooh, help Taro. So now there's the combat camera assist kicking in again. Oh, they reset when you go away, so you can't kite them out of their area. You know what, I played Genshin so much without the auto assist. I think I can go without it. I think we don't need these things. I think I'm okay at playing a game that doesn't have the auto camera adjustments. Yeah, I think this is way better because I'm like in full control of the camera now. So I can do whatever the fuck I want. Oh, that was amazing. It's really interesting. The game is, first of all, it needs a different sensitivity for verticality, but also it's really interesting to see how nicely how nice it looks, and also like how, you know, the physics and the character, like the stuff moves around, everything. And then in combat, for whatever reason, they kind of forgot the impact of the hits. It's kind of really weird. Because it feels like the game, the guys have a very strong sense for artistic direction. And then when it comes to audio design and combat and the impact, it's way worse than the average visual quality in the game. I mean, it's not terrible or anything, it's just like not as impactful as it could be. Just a bit louder sounds, a bit more, maybe screen shake or something. Just like a slightly more impactful delivery would have been really nice. And you might have played Genshin Impact and have done quite a similar thing in the game where you move draws from certain areas by defeating enemies. And in that case, I think shooting elements were the part of the equation. But yeah, it's kind of hard after Genshin Impact came out and you make an open world game. I mean, Genshin Impact almost has all the mechanics I've ever seen in any game put into it. Like you will all say copy pasted. So whenever you play another game, you're probably going to see a mechanic from Genshin Impact, or vice versa, right? So it's never a criticism from me when I mention Genshin Impact in the context here. That's cool. So you have this flower-esque mechanic. I'm quoting Flower. I don't know if Flower's the first one to do it. Wait, what? Head guard something? Yeah, this game looks so cool. Karma and upgrades. Create karma by defeating corrupted enemies, restoring the environment and finding fruit for a rod to eat. From the upgrade menu, use karma to unlock new abilities. Kina can improve her base skills, like souls basically, I guess. Can improve her base skills and fuse her abilities with Rod to create powerful attacks. And I'm also saying a Souls-like, but obviously it's a bit more like Sekiro. I don't think you're gonna have like vastly different gear. So it's gonna be some kind of Souls/Sekiro-like game where you have a distinct character. Okay, there's a skill tree, and the skill tree really looks like Sekiro. Sekiro. So I wonder if like parrying is gonna be super important as a result. Every attack can be charged by holding RT. Press bleed your shield, activate your shield at the right moment to parry enemy attacks. Yeah, the parry timing seems pretty tight though. But it doesn't seem to be a Sekiro-like parry system where you have to press it multiple times. Okay, a spinning attack. While sprinting, press RB to perform a quick sweeping attack. Oh, this one's mega slow. Ah, jump attacks. After Eldring, can't say I'm the biggest fan of them existing. Release a heavy attack with precise timing to deal massive damage. So how fast did this charge up? Pretty fast. Interesting. The mouse cursor kind of pops up again, I think, when you're in the menus. I don't know why. I mean, are we gonna parry or not? I don't think we have the bow yet, but the game does tell us it exists. I wonder how good the bow is, though. Very interesting. 50 and we have 75. I'm not, like, none of these abilities sound cool to me at the moment. Hold RT and press B to create a rod hammer. Okay. Start combat with one rod action available. Requires rod level 1. Additional karma required. I mean, this one looks pretty nice. The sprint attacks I don't care too much about. I mean, do I have to buy anything? Does it like increase my power level? I'm just gonna buy it. The game tells me to. Schau mal, das Spiel ist sehr, sehr cute. I'm just gonna quickly show the cuties to my girlfriend. Huh? What? A clover. New rod hat available. Okay, I can put hats on them. Wait. How does that work? I guess we can't really customize them just yet. Yeah, I don't think we can customize them just yet, but later I'm pretty sure we can, like, customize them. So does it auto loot? Okay, it does, yeah. Oh, the pot, so it can look like the Kodamas from Neo. That's cute. The pots. Wait, what does it cost? Oh, we unlock them and then we have to buy them? Yo, we can also buy outfits for her. I think the clover, they already have that, don't they? I mean, if anything, I would probably use the clover right now. Oh, we already have one of them? Wait, do you need to... Oh, now two of them have clover hats, so you need to buy a hat for every single one. I mean... Sure. Yeah, I'm like not 100% sure if I want to have the rod action on B or on Y, because it does kind of serve an ultimate function in the game, and there does seem to be more looting. Yeah, I think I'm going to swap it again, because there is a lot of looting. I wasn't sure there was how much there was going to be. Yeah, let's just go and swap it again, so it's like consistent with other games I play. Okay. Warp. Oh, fast travel, right? And I guess you can only fast travel to other locations. And this is where we need to go, the Help Tower location. Very interesting. mushrooms. But how much? Oh, yeah, I guess the levels are a bit more restrictive where you can go. Okay, we're getting a bunch of currency, so we could buy hats for every single one. But I think it would be kind of funny to have different ones, because I thought they were all gonna have the same one. Maybe we're gonna end up buying different ones, so we have like a uniqueness to them, like making them more individual. Yeah, turning off the auto camera correction really makes it way nicer to move. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna unlock all of this, and look how pretty it is. Soll ich eigentlich kurz helfen oder geht's? And this is probably where we need to go. Yeah, sprinting is going to be quite important because the world seems rather large. And I guess these are gated probably by some kind of bosses you have to defeat or something, or some kind of resource you collect. Okay, there's nothing here. And this is also gated. They're just... I have no idea what he's trying to tell me.
See that over there?
Okay, we can't move them. So there are two ways to interact, basically. One of them is the normal interact button, and the other one is like the rod interaction. Oh, defeat all enemies. I didn't expect that, to be honest. Okay, you can just like hit stun spam the living shit out of them. Can I release on time already, even though I don't have the skill? Oh yeah, you can. So that's probably a good idea. Oh, why are there so many big ones? Rot ability? How do I use it? Oh, you have to target lock them for that? Okay, you can just stun lock them, so have fun dying. We got him. I assume this is healing or something. No, I don't even know. No, you auto heal after combat. I wonder if you can heal in combat though. Pretty likely though. But the animations of opening chests are pretty nice. Yeah, I must say I'm quite surprised by
You'll get it.
the open world-ish nature of the game. Okay, can I interact with the lamp too? Oh yeah! Oh, okay, so when stuff glows blue, you can also like drain the energy from it. It's almost like a collectathon. And these guys just pop up when you're close to them. I mean, I wonder if we have to go here or to talk to the children. I'm pretty sure the children are going to say something, blah, 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 go there and do this before you do this. So...
Is Tara this way? The barrier's blocking the path.
Maybe Zanju can help. He's usually at the masked shrine. You'll know when you see the sacred trees.
I like that the dialogue is very minimalistic. They don't talk for ages, so they just like... Aber schau mal, das Spiel ist super, super schön. Also, und guck mal, Achtung. Ich habe meine kleinen Spirits. Sind die nicht süß? Und guck mal, du kannst mit denen zum Beispiel abhängen und chillen und du kannst die. Guck, der kann tanzen. Ist es nicht süß? Du kannst auch andere Sachen mit ihnen machen. Moment. Du kannst ihn auch küssen. Moment. Das geht leider nur mit Tastatur, weil die irgendwie die Steuerung gemacht haben. Ja, es ist nicht sehr, sehr süß. Das war das auf dem Kopf, aber ich kann auch sneezen. Du kannst sneezen, Achtung. Du kannst ihnen dann Custom-Mützen geben. Zwei von denen haben Kleeblätter auf dem Kopf. Ja, es ist nicht super, super süß. Und es sieht ultra schön aus wie Ori and the Blind Forest, das 3D-Spiel irgendwie vom Stil her. It is really fantastic. Sorry, I just like showed it to my girlfriend. It's really, really pretty. I mean, it's really among the prettiest games I've played. And I think the game, as far as I know, doesn't have ray tracing or anything. It just goes to show that a good rasterized game, yes, ray tracing would make it probably look better. And I don't know, maybe it has ray tracing. But the point I want to make is art style is so important, right? The game, even if it doesn't have the highest geometry count and, you know, these things, the polygon count and whatnot, it looks really good because it has a very, very strong art style. Making it really one of the prettiest games I've played, even though I've played path trace games recently, right? Visually, this is really a treat. Oh, the audio design with the leaves is so nice.
The rot seem quite fond of you. They're usually timid. Something tells me you did not come to our village looking for forest creatures.
Hello, Spirit. I seek passage to the sacred mountain shrine.
Our village is bound to the shrine's energy. But that power faded long ago. Trapped spirits linger here, tangled in the tragedies of our past. You must help these spirits if you wish to reach the mountain shrine.
On my way, I met two children. They asked me to help free a boy named Taro.
I'm not surprised that Benny and Saya found you. They are clever children, and would do anything for their brother. We have always crafted wooden masks to honor those who have passed on. Placed here, the masks slowly turn to dust, aiding the spirit's journey into the next life.
My father was a spirit guide. Our traditions are different, but he helped many spirits pass from this life to the next.
So you know what happens to spirits unable to move on. Take Taro's mask. It is bound to his spirit, and will help you fulfill your promise to the children.
Yeah, so he's the next boss, probably.
Look after Benny and Saya. Their brother's fate will be difficult.
Yeah, this is spoiling more than that he's evil now. He's basically Father Gascon. Taro's mask. Spirit mask. Press up to wear spirit mask. Look through the mask to find your way. Open spirit barriers and reveal objects of importance in the environment. Oh, it's like the God of War Ragnarok. Spirit masks are helpful for finding what hidden in the world. Okay. Yo, first person. I can't move, unfortunately. That would have been really cool if you could move around, but I guess they didn't want you to move around. But oh, it looks so cool. If the game had HDR, it would even be better. But I think it's a very strong SDR presentation in general. But I think the game does lend itself would lend itself very nicely for HDR, the way it works. I mean, it already has very nice contrast in its SDR version, and just like boosting that a bit more could have been really, really nice. Oh, we can see like tracks on the ground. Yo. Honestly, it looks so pretty in first person that I wouldn't have minded being able to move around. It's kind of an interesting decision that you... Yeah, it's kind of interesting that they don't want you to move around in this. Yeah, really cool. It feels really fluid to look around too. The first person seems pretty nice. Oh, what? Did they just spawn in? Here in the water. And there's a big gate over here. Is this where the track is leading us to? I mean, what is this? This is a waypoint, right? It tells me where I can go. Maybe it's even a fast travel point I can see from here, or at the gate, I don't know. But where was the path? Here, okay. This might just be the way forward, for all I know.
Over there.
You know, the sound design is a bit like Zelda Breath of the Wild. Funny. I'm pretty sure I can't swim in this one. Oh, she just holds her pendant and she goes back. That's kind of interesting. Oh yeah, you can. You know what? Maybe a sprint jump. They can swim in this? Really? Yeah, I assume this is not how it works. I'm just, you know, trial and error is good. I guess we can't unless we purify. Or does the mask reveal a path? Don't think it does. Kind of interesting. The only way to get the mask away is by pressing A. B doesn't do anything. I wonder if there's going to be a feature later where you have to press B. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to repair the bridge, but we don't have the ability to do so just yet. I didn't want to jump. You know what? I played so much fucking Wukong that I was expecting an invisible barrier. I didn't play much. It's not Wukong. It's just in general, a lot of games don't allow you to just fall down. And in this case, they really don't care, so... Oh, the tech! Oh, they did a soul... You know what they did? They did an Elden Ring where you can technically double jump, but you can still die of fall damage. Like, it's like when you go with Torrent and you just die for no reason because of game design reasons. So they did the same here. Do we ever end up going up here? Ah, no, there was a barrier. Okay. Yeah, let's just look at the DLSS artifact here, which is, I think, is really easy to demonstrate. If you look at the leaves here, unless it's like Sunny Works, I guess it doesn't have the problem. Okay, never mind, because it was apparent in the loading screen when we started up the game. And like the initial screen had this issue where you had like temporal artifacting on the leaves, but guess it's gone now. Might just have been too low of a resolution or something. Kind of weird. I just wanted to demonstrate what we could fix. But man, the game really is so clean though. So nice. Hello. Ah, okay, it's gonna tell me to use the mask.
Follow it. Maybe it will lead us to Taro.
Whenever you start playing a game, it's all about learning how the game functions. Like how are things hidden in the game? You know, what can you do? And later you're like really efficient at navigating. At the start you're always like slow and experimenting. Can you grow these maybe? I don't know. Okay, what is this? I mean, it also might have Metroidvania progression systems. For all I know. Yeah, we don't have a bow yet. I would assume this is a mechanic we can unlock later. This is a loop back to the village. Very cool. I wonder if they told me that I can sprint. I might just, you know, since everything pops up every now and then and you don't have to... I mean, no, I guess you have to press to remove it. So I wonder if they didn't tell you yet. I haven't seen Toby in a while. He's usually playing with the children across the street. Toby, okay. Oh, and now we have this guide mechanic. The game seems to autosave quite frequently. Wait, isn't this the experience we need to level our character? No, wait, I'm gonna move the mouse. I hope it doesn't like remove it every single time I open the menu, because it does. Kind of unfortunate. Because whenever I play on mouse and keyboard, with controller, I mean, I don't want to have mouse and keyboard prompts for the game. I mean, quite obviously, right? But... so we should have a bunch of resources. Oh no, it's a different resource. The one is crystals and the other one's something else. And now we can move it to the very unobvious location here. They got stuck. You found spirit mail. You found something that belonged to a villager. Return it to their house in the village. The location is marked on your map. Spirit mail. So is it like the Toby location? I wonder if I have to release the object so I can move this one.
Can you move that for me?
I mean, she's coming across as quite lazy. She could have done this herself. Quite easily. Oh, I just watched, yesterday I watched a little bit of Shroud's marathon, and he was watching Ludwig play League of Legends. And I was like, I couldn't believe what I saw. Like, it's... Like, Ludwig has probably a lot of money. And he was playing League of Legends with 80 FPS. In 2025, and I was like, what is going on? Why is he on fucking 80 FPS? Like, I mean, he creates a lot of gaming-centric content too, so it's kind of really weird to see him play League of Legends at 80 FPS. Like, you really must have a really bad PC or like fucked up something considerably.
Right there.
I was like really surprised. So yeah. If he wants a suggestion how to get better at League, is probably just like get a PC that's not complete ass first of all, and then everything else will fall into place naturally. That's like really funny. I've never seen anyone in years run League with anything below 100 FPS, to be honest. I can't even remember like what PC. I never had a PC that could only run it at 60. Crazy, man. Like, it's ages ago. Even my weak PCs from years ago didn't reach like this low. I mean, maybe he has a 4K screen and he didn't set it up correctly and his GPU sucks ass, or maybe League scales terribly or something. I mean, the engine is pretty shit, so okay. These must be enemies, right? Yeah, you have a lot of iframes. Like, I mean, being able to hit stun enemies really makes the game easier. Did I get hit from behind and didn't see it? I guess I did. Got him. Yeah, the combat audio of hits, like, I think the main thing that is missing beyond a bit of like maybe a screen shake effect or something is definitely more audio when you're hitting. It's way too silent. It has to be a bit more impactful. You know, this is what it's supposed to look like, right? I mean, yeah, okay, maybe you can go a bit too far into the plant here, but just imagine this was Wukong. Wukong would have a level barrier right here, probably. Like somewhere right here randomly, and you can even go closer. And this is what a normal game looks like. You can just like go and move around. It might even be gameplay related. I don't know. Like, oh yeah, you can maybe open this up by I wonder if you could have done it with one interact button, because there are a lot of interactions in the game that require you to press either one button or the other, and I wonder if you could have just made it so that it's one button instead. But there might be a gameplay reason we don't know yet, but so far it seems like they could have done with the same button doing everything, right? Why is open a different button than using those things? And then you also have this, right? We have basically 3 interact buttons in the game. And I wonder how many of them you really need. Like, which button you should maybe... I feel like the interact button is the most useless one. That could have done the same. This is, I think, is a good example. You have to do this first, and then you have to press B again. And I think you could have just, like, auto-collected it or something. Found him. Wonder if we can make, like, a crazy jump here. Yeah, crazy. Since there is no real death when falling down, and you don't have like persistent HP outside of combat, I think like trial and erroring things is pretty viable. Can I like surf on this? I don't think so. The game does prevent you from going on things you're not supposed to. Yeah. So the game will be, I assume it will be very upfront when there is a secret we can go for. Yeah. Because Souls games do like to use like atypical level design and like rooftops and stuff like that for progression. So I guess this game is not gonna be like that. And then we can go back and... The snow is melting fast this year. Let's see if the path to Rush's house is open. Okay. Okay. Very nice. Bist du spät ist schon? Oh, hast du Lust? Ja, das verstehe ich. Their eyes are so cute. It's like they're made for OLED screens. They're black and have white eyes. They look slightly pissed. Is it because I'm too slow for them? I'm feeling judged by them. They go into the garden. Yeah, I'm not using X-ray vision at the moment because I feel like I don't need to. Oh, this looks so much like God of War, like throwing the axe right at the bridge. I'm pretty sure we're gonna do the same with the bow or something.
It went through here, but we can't get past.
There's more of that nasty stuff blocking the path. Can you get rid of it so we can get through?
I don't know if the studio is Western or Asian. Like maybe it would be cool with Japanese voice lines, but I think like the English ones do suit their animation style. It seems consistent, but I might look it up and we maybe are gonna change it to Japanese or something. Oh, he has a shield. Oh, you have to... The rod can purify special flowers to restore Kina's health. Okay, health mechanics, okay. And out of combat, we have automatic restoration. I guess this is a charge attack, but they don't teach you that, which is really interesting. I thought the tutorial was going to be about that, to be honest. You can combo them too if you want to. Oh, they do hit hard. And you are animation locked in your finisher. So I can go here and just heal like this. And why I think is my healing potion in Elden Ring, so this really makes sense. Right, it's Y, because you change your items with the upper one. Oh, the finisher also breaks it, so there are multiple ways to get rid of it. And now the flower bloomed and we don't have it anymore. What can this guy do? Nothing. Oh my god, they were fucking me. No, use the rods! Why are you not using it? Do I need rods to be able to heal? Oh, I do. Oh, that's cool. So it's basically an offensive and defensive mechanism at the same time. That's cool. So far, it's really fun to play. I'm not considering turning down the music a bit and turning up the effects, but I'm not quite sure I want to. Okay, we could use the rod. I mean, I guess we want to purify, right? So make it pretty, because I don't think we need the healing potions, but we need the purification. Aren't they cute? What are they doing?
I know what that is. It's a forest tear.
A force tier? Okay. Bring your rod together. Force tears temporarily restore the rod to their original form. Use R to move the cloud. In this form, the rod can attack enemies or destroy barriers and clear corruption. That is a very
He's so cute. Look at him go.
unique mechanic.
Does he know any tricks, Dana?
That's cute. I guess we have like a time limit on this. I'm just looking around. I'm pretty sure they just want us to destroy the barrier. And we can also release it if we want to. That's cool.
Forest tears appear sometimes after a very old tree dies or after there is a fire.
Whoop. Oh yeah, I guess I have to spin, right? What does slam look like? Looks like this. Oh, it's slam. Interesting mechanic. Wonder how it feels to use that in combat. Because it's pretty slow. It's not like they're like mega fast.
Something in the ground.
I bet a forest tear can grow here.
I didn't hear what they said because they're so quiet, but... Oh, I guess we're gonna have to put the bucket inside. And then now we can tell them to go here, right? Oh no, we can't?
It's over there.
Oh, okay, no, we got, now we can move it. Okay, never mind, I misunderstood.
Hey, the little rock guys did it. They made another one.
Good. Oh, I like how they have these spawns where they just go into cube positions. This is like so cute. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the game. I mean, you can probably tell I'm having a great time. It's really fun. and pretty and cute. You do have to be a bit more meticulous with your spawning. How do I... Okay. I guess at some point I'm going to be able to maintain the form a bit longer. Okay, when you sprint you auto-cancel. I just wanted to sprint with them. Yeah, and attacking definitely consumes a lot of energy. Okay, and then you can just like stop by sprinting. You don't even need to do anything else. We're also not using mask vision. Oh, I forgot about that. Whoops. Yeah, we're not using the mask vision that much. But I think so far it has not been required. And also started playing Mistside together with Jessica and Janine on stream. Off stream, and unfortunately Janine got motion sick, so we didn't play too much. I hope the next time it's going to be a bit better, and if not, I don't know, maybe we're going to play it on stream then or something. Definitely an interesting game though. Let's go here. Oh. Yeah, like we're getting a bunch of resources, but are we also getting XP? The real question. Yeah, we have 130 already. Man, I really don't like the jumping attacks, but I like this one. Yeah, this one really seems interesting to me. And it's probably locked because of the rot levels. Like, does this increase my level by 1? Rot level 1. No, I guess the level is really in the bottom right corner and has nothing to do with the order of unlocks, so I should probably not get skills I don't care about. I think the sprinting attacks are okay. I'm pretty sure I'm going to use them at some point in combat. Oh, was hättest du denn was? Ist Sushi oder so? Wink. Oh, Uncharted. That's kind of funny because they have a lot of different game mechanics. Different games in the game. And so far they all seem to be working well together. Ooh. This seems to be the boss fight. If one thing is apparent at the moment is there are not a lot of trash mobs, so they don't seem to overuse basic combat in the game. And I assume this is where we could TP back to the village center and buy hats or something.
There's more poison ahead. We'll just wait.
Yeah. This looks like a boss arena if I've ever seen one. And what does this do? Oh, okay, now we're gonna use this to fight. We dodge while this happens. But it will cancel when we dodge. Very interesting. Yeah, stun locking is very good in the game, so the devs definitely know that soul sites need that to function. The aggression is really strong in the game. Okay, and you want to use your energy mostly to destroy the enemy spawners, I think. Oh my god, you're like crazy. And then there's this big guy. I think the blue one's gonna drop something we can use to kill the other guy, so I'm gonna focus on him first. And now we can use this, maybe, to kill him. Oh, that's really slow. Wait. Oh, shit. I only have one hand. Okay. He looks really mean. Wait, isn't this the boss from before? Okay, the AoE is a bit lower. Oh my god. Whoa, do you see the backflip? Wait, how do you backflip? Oh, it's a neutral press. Oh. And he has friendly fire too. Interesting. Now we could heal by doing this. And this is another one of those orbs, right? It just fills up half of the bar. Oh my god, he has so much HP. What the fuck? Yo, he's like crazy strong. And you can't walk there either. And here I think the best choice is to use... I mean, they do spawn a lot of ads too. I'm like fucked. Because the healing only works once, right? So... yeah, I guess I'm looking forward once we have the big AoE. So how do I rot him? Like, I guess you do have to target lock him? Ah, shit, like... okay, the recovery out of the stun is pretty fast. I'm not sure if the auto... the auto tracking here... helps? Ah, automatically sprint after duration. So would I be able to use the ability here? That's basically what I'm thinking about. Like, is it possible for us to... this is such a weird mechanic, to be honest. Like, what the fuck is going on? I wonder if it's worth using. Oh my god, like, I'm getting destroyed. It's because I'm trying something out too. Like, the automatic camera turning is horrible. But I just want to know, can I just press the button now? No, right? It doesn't work. So it will never auto-target enemies unless you're locked on. Unless the camera assist, the second option is required for that, but... no, so you really have to target lock enemies for that to work. What an interesting healing mechanic. So it's definitely not a copy-paste game. So if you're worried that this is just like Souls copy-paste, I mean worried. Maybe you're worried it's not, I don't know. Where's this guy? But how is sprinting? Sprinting does have a big turning radius, so I guess like I wouldn't want it to auto-engage in combat. Wait, what hit me? Do you have ranged attacks? Oh my god, we're so screwed. I'm so bad. she got destroyed. Okay, sorry. Just... wieso, wie lang läuft man da hin? Oh, okay. Sonst kannst du auch mit dem Auto fahren, wenn du das möchtest. How does this work? Weiß ich nicht, da gibt es bestimmt was beim Uhrzeit, weiß ich nicht. This is really weird, but also fun. Geht mit dir, ja. Das ist eine Einbahnstraße, ist gemeint. Ich weiß, was du meinst, ja. Soll ich gehen? Aber hast du sonst keine Gelegenheit mehr, das zu machen? Yeah, I think it's gonna be really strategic to kill enemies in certain moments. Wegen Spiel, nicht wegen dir. Okay. Is it worth doing this? Because he's gonna go and counter me at some point. Oh, the target lock is really not great. It's really... It doesn't have the same transition the Souls game has, so it's really unintuitive. Do we heal already? Because it looks like it respawned, or am I wrong? And his HP pool, pretty big. But did it already bloom? No, it did. Oh, maybe it does respawn over time. I don't know. Aber so spät ist doch nicht, du kannst doch danach noch zu Klav. Ja und?
Did you see what she did to that monster? I told you she could help us.
Great work, Kana. Let's keep going. We're getting close.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sold on the spirit controlling during combat where you can't dodge. If you could dodge, it would be, I think, very nice. But limiting the dodge seems kind of rough. I guess if they wanted to avoid it being too OP or something. A ribbon. Bow, new rod hat available. Oh, that's so cute. Ich will nur eine Jufka möchten. Ich glaube, ich möchte Jufka. Ja. Ja, klar. Ihr könnt schon, dass es auseinanderbricht, aber... Ach so. Die wird schon passen. Wieso, wenn du willst, kann ich auch gehen? Also du kannst das. Ja, doch schon, aber... Bis dann, was wir haben. Got him. At 15, I think is the level up, right? No, 7 out of 10. I don't really know where the one is 15, the other one's 10. But I assume both of them are kind of XP bars. But they might not be tracking the same progression, so we'll see. Oh, this is so cool. Now it looks a bit like No Rest for the Wicked. What an outstanding title visually. Yeah, these effects look so nice on an OLED. You really forget that your eyes usually react differently to flashes when they're really flashes. And your eyes are the limiting factor. Yeah, it's really hard to explain if you haven't seen a quick refresh rate monitor like that's not IPS or TNPAD with slow pixel transitions. You don't know what flashing looks like in. I mean, you can look it up with real life flashes, right? But if you look at a game, you're so used to everything being smoothed out over time that seeing these flashes is such a. It looks so cool. Also, when watching Squid Game, the flashes in it was really, I mean, it can also be unpleasant depending on if you have, like, maybe if you have photosensitivity. But if you're not photosensitive, it looks really different than what you would expect. And you can also, if you want to, by the way, you can always emulate the slower transition. So if you think that the flashes should be a bit more smooth as a developer, you can also make them more smooth. Like less flashy, basically. Oh, this is for sure the boss here. I really wish this was not pre-rendered, but I get it, right? Pre-rendering here probably was the safest bet for performance on consoles. Oh, it's Venti from Genshin Impact. Vini Vidi Venti, he came and saw and farted.
Taro! What happened? What did you see when you put on Taro's mask?
Taro is here, but he's forgotten who he is. We need to find 3 relics to help him remember.
The forest is huge. How do we know where to look?
Maybe Mr. Russo can help us. His house is up that way.
Oh, Mr. Russo, LaRusso. It's like a Cobra Kai. You speak more with Russo. It's always so. Every time I see the big environments, I'm like, I didn't expect the scope to be this big. In my mind, it was a very narrow experience. And this is for sure the opposite of that. It's like this huge, lush world, and the scope is really big, and it's really nice. I don't know who made this game, so I'm probably gonna look it up afterwards out of curiosity. And should it be a Japanese developer, you know I'm gonna put on the Japanese voice acting. If not, I'm gonna keep the English one, because I do think English works well for this game. And here we're gonna have to find 2 gates or something to open it or something. Oh, there's a thing down here. Oh, we got it. Yeah, we do know we're gonna get a bow because the tutorialization unfortunately kind of spoils that. It's really hard not to spoil these mechanics. So, oh my god, it looks so nice. Yeah, for sure this is meant for the bow. Or them, I don't know. But probably the bow. Also touch of Remnant 2 from the enemy design, obviously. Remnant 2, Remnant 1/2. Maybe even the closest match. Our damage is ass as fuck. Can I kinda... Oh yeah, I can also target him like this. Yeah. LT press Y. Oh, it's really hard to tell when he's gonna attack though. I really looked for it, but it's... He almost has no visual tell there, unfortunately. I wonder if we can just heavy attack combo him. No, we can't. No. That does not work. We can stagger him once with a charge attack though. I wonder if we can like do combos on him like this. Oh, maybe we can. Yeah, if you can stun lock an enemy, that means you don't have to fight him. A wise man once said that. Interaction 0. Ooh. Are they gonna eat it? Nom 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 nom. What does that do again? I really don't know. And I don't know how to increase our rot level either. This is where it came from? I don't think so. And I think where you can really tell the devs have talent for artistic stuff is the water effect. For me, it does it, right? The water effect is something that is, you know, a lot of people do stylized games and they just like use like stock effects for water, and there's not a lot of you know, customization there. But you can see when she swims, like the way they did the waves and the bubbles, they're highly stylized and look really pretty. So that's really nice to see. I do not know though. Okay. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. Oh, you can jump here. Ah. Cool. I kind of get the feeling we should be here with a bow. Okay, this gives us XP. Yeah, eating gives us normal XP. Oh, there's a bridge. I mean, I assume we're gonna have some kind of repair mechanic at some point. Wait, we died? Wait, didn't you just respawn me? I guess it's because yeah, when you go out of bounds and he doesn't really know where to put you to prevent you from going somewhere you're not meant to, he kind of TPs you backwards. The latest checkpoint. Oh!
All right.
What the? I really like how combat in the game. Okay, you really can't do this. Can I sprint attack, heavy attack you? This good? Oh, the heavy sprint is crazy strong. What the fuck? Holy! And is the normal sprint good too? No, it's not that good. Yeah, heavy sprint really strong, which kind of worries me because that means the jump attack is probably also really good. Oh, so you're like gambling on if you're gonna find them. I mean, this is obviously heavily inspired by Breath of the Wild. Oh, could we have used the mask to decipher where there are enemies and where there aren't? Yeah, this for sure is meant to be bow gameplay. Yeah, very interesting. So it's like a mix of a lot of different games. I mean, predominantly Soulsy in feeling, but also a lot of stuff that's not Soulsy. So like the core, I guess the core combat feels Soulsy, but there are a lot of ideas from definitely not Souls games.
Can you pick that up?
Oh, we're gonna fix it? Ooh, the Inari Shrine. I mean, this is an owl and got some XP here. The fact that you can fall down is so nice too. I always say it when there's Souls games that don't use falling as a mechanic, that usually just means the level design doesn't want to be challenging. In this game, I don't think they kind of go for this just yet, that there's like a lot of places you can die. And since it doesn't really have this persistent HP mechanic, I don't even know if the game wants to punish you for these things, but it still feels like they don't like artificially keep you from falling down. And one of the most egregious examples I think I've ever seen of that inconsistency was in Lords of the Shadow remake. I mean, Lords of the Shadow 2. Where they had like invisible walls sometimes, and then you could just like insta-die falling down, and it was like per level and per location. It was just like really bad. And I have no idea why they fucked it up so much. But here got XP and those. I guess we really need the bow for these. And they also don't force you to look at the animations. If this was Infinity Nikki, I mean, I guess you can turn on something these days to skip the animations automatically. They patch it pretty quickly, but it really forced you to look at things over and over and over again. Oh, I guess we can do this, charge something, and then remove it. I think the game is trying to tell me to fucking go and fight the boss instead of fucking around and get the bow. Huh? Do you not want to eat? Eat? Eating? Minus points? I guess they're like, maybe they're, I hope they're infinite resources and so like the game expects me to get them. Because I think they were bugged for the first time, but no big deal. Is this where we came from? Yeah. Really seamless transitions here. No loading screens. Oh yeah, this is where we were, where there was the thunder initially. And this is probably gonna drop down and... Oh, this is a one-way. Oh. Kinda sus, isn't it? Is my... I kind of get the feeling we have a bugged interaction here. It seems like this should be something we could lift up using Y, and the game kind of does not want us to do that anymore. So I'm just gonna quickly save the game and load the game. And hopefully this is the save I just created. And then I'm gonna see if it resolves, quote unquote, that issue. I'm gonna also use the fast travel system because I don't know if you have to touch them in order to unlock them. I don't think so, because they kind of seem like they lit up when I just walked past them. Let's go back to the plant and check if it works now. Because I kind of have the feeling it bugged out on us, and... Yeah, okay, the reloading fixed it, thank God. You don't have to wait for them. I mean, yeah, we can just... I'm pretty sure this... Yeah, see, that's what I meant. I'm pretty sure it works. I mean, did it bug or did I leave them somewhere? Maybe, I don't know, maybe you have to recall them or something. Very nice. I don't think this is doable just yet, though. Yeah, we're gonna come back once we have the bow, which I assume is what we're missing for most of the exploration here. A really strong atmosphere, like very, very nice. I hope the game sold well. So far it seems like it deserved it. But you never know, right? Like these IPs, even if it looks amazing, some people are just easily dismissive of games for whatever reason. And this one, I think, I don't even know why I didn't play it. I mean, it seems right up my alley, and I didn't play it. It might have been because of studies or something, so might not have been gaming related at all. But I knew I had it on my list for years, so I'm really glad I got around to playing it. Another one. How many are we gonna get? This is the start of the game and we got like 15. I guess the game doesn't spawn all of them at once. Or maybe it does. Oh, now we're level 2. Does this mean we're level 2? Yes. Strength of the shield is enhanced. I mean, I don't want to block, so I'm not gonna level it. I'm not gonna learn jump attacks, because if jump attacks are OP, I don't want to be the kangaroo again, right? Even if the game visually might benefit from you being able to do so, I guess I'm gonna learn it so I can do it theoretically, but I'm not gonna abuse it, right? In Elden Ring I also was a very, very avid hater of jump attack spam, and I hope when Nitrate or whatever it's called comes out, it's gonna be the jump attacks are gonna be more balanced and fun to use. Like if they're well integrated, I don't mind, but if they're just like objectively better than other attacks and it looks silly to use by spamming them over and over again, I just don't like that. I think that was the weakest part. For a lot of my playthrough, watch this, right? Whenever I watch Elden Ring playthroughs, I was really disappointed when I just saw another kangaroo. Because it like really ruins for me the visual experience when you just like jump attacks, man. Yeah, so a real shame. There's a hint that we can use them for something, I think. Yes, yeah, slowly getting used to the controls. Like it's been a while since I've been on a controller, so my muscle memory that I don't even have for this game is a bit bad. Oh. Silence before the storm. The Ruzu Mountain. I guess these are all like boss centric. Yeah, this is for sure lit up. You can see, right? Like there's, I like how it gives like this wind that even affects grass, by the way. It's kind of funny. They kind of opted to not have a wind effect on the grass when you walk around, while already having physics enabled on the grass. It must have been a CPU related decision. What? Why did it just move? Huh? Oh, are there like, is there some kind of wind simulation going on where there's like wind blowing every now and then? Oh, that's cool. I really like that. It's especially nice when you have like larger fields from further away with the effect, like in Ghost of Tsushima or something. It looks so fucking good. Like, I just have to say, it looks so good. Like, it is not necessarily the raw, like I said, visual, like, quality of the effects or anything. It's the artistic direction and the clean, like how clean everything is, right? Everything just looks like right out of, I don't know, like really, really perfect rendering. Really one of the strongest artistic visual games I've played. And like I said, it's like a 3D Ori, and it's so much harder to make it work in real 3D, right? Ori and the Blind Forest is technically 3D, but it's like a 2D perspective, which you can cheat a lot there. But this is 3D, and it looks like a mix of Genshin Impact and Ori and the Blind Forest, but for sure looks way better than Genshin Impact from a, you know, raw technical perspective. You can tell, right? This is definitely the more advanced game, but also at the same time, it's just really, really fun to look at. I guess we have to go here. And we can also put on the mask if we want to. And it looks even more like Ori in the Blind Forest. I'll say the Blind Forest / the Will of the Wisp, whatever you want to say, call it.
Lusu's house is so far away.
You can see his lookout at the top of the cliffs.
Yeah, it's really high. I just have to say, I'm really, really impressed. I don't know what I expected. The fuck? Who looks there? Like, it's such a random thing. It's really cool though. Like, I'm really impressed. Like, I'm rarely impressed. Is this a AA or a AAA game? Visually, for sure, could easily be AAA. Like, I don't even know, right? I felt like it was a much smaller experience, but just like seeing the game and not remembering shit about it at all, because I obviously checked reviews and everything and then put it on my I want to play it later list. I'm like really, really, really impressed. I'm really happy I'm playing it. I'm really happy. Obviously, I could have waited for the 5090. I didn't know the game would. I mean, I could have expected it to be honest, because it's Unreal Engine and pretty high-end graphics. But I didn't expect this to benefit from the 5090 in theory, but it runs so much better. So for Horizon, I've definitely think I've made the right call. If the frame, the frame stuttering is gone now from FrameGen, and also Marvel Rivals has support for the new FrameGen, the MFG that they call it, like multi-frame gen. I think, which is unnecessary. FrameGen in general, like, you could like think it's an arbitrary number, so I don't think multi-frame gen for the differentiation is nice for the customer, but in general you could call it frame gen, right? The amount of frames generated I think is pretty irrelevant. Okay, kind of interesting that you can go here. A slightly faster swimming speed or a dash in the water could have been nice to make it feel a bit more interactive, but at the same time I don't think the dev intended you to explore the entire area in this way necessarily. I mean, maybe they did, I don't know, maybe you can only swim here, so, and maybe later you're gonna get some skills, because it also seems to have a slight Metroidvania-ish feel to it. Yeah, Digital Foundry. I haven't watched the video on the new releases yet, because I think they took a bit longer to make them, which is usually honestly a good sign. Isn't a waterfall like kind of sick? The reflection goes upwards instead of downwards. Like waterfalls in games and in real life are really cool to watch, because it's one of the few effects where you can really appreciate the inverse nature of reflections. Yeah, I always like to see it. You can tell it's screen space reflections, but as always, there seems to be some cube map fallback for like other types. But yeah, it doesn't need ray tracing to look great, right? Only if I actively look for those errors, I would see them. In a heavily stylized game that doesn't try to be realistic, you could argue that, it doesn't even matter. But holy shit, I'm really happy that I'm playing it. And we get the benefit of all the patches and all the work they did since release. It's just the reason why I'm a bit sad that I didn't support it earlier is because I think they might have needed it, right? People buying the game right away. And from what I see, they deserve a full price for me. I'm not talking that the game is perfectly designed gameplay-wise, but it just like feels like someone really cared about this game. You can instantly tell this is not a game you make to make money. This is a game that you want to make because you want to make the game. Like, it's definitely one of those games. No, I am kind of confused. We unlocked this here, okay. There was also something with the bridge, I guess. Can we climb this? I don't think so, but... Oh, there's even, look at this, there's even water pushing you back slightly here. That's really nice. But these small things, that's where you can just tell they care. I don't know, I appreciate those things. That's why I also really like Tears of the Kingdom, and also Breath of the Wild for that matter, but I really like the fact that you try to, make it feel very physical, that it really felt like you're like moving along, in bodies of water, like trees fall down, they roll. I really appreciate those physical details, so I'm really like happy to see that there's still games that do it, because it's really rare. Because in the trailer, visuals on pictures and everything that sells games, right? People look at something, oh, it looks amazing. Physics is usually not a main showcase because it uses a lot of resources for things that might not be that relevant in all situations. So usually just raw visuals are so important. But where the fuck do I need to go? I like how they're swimming behind me. And there we are. Did I miss something here? Can I just like magically make the path appear or something? He looking at me, sitting in the corner. They're still swimming down there too. So cute. Am I stupid or what am I missing? I mean, there's something over here. I'm not dumb, right? But don't think I can go up there. And then there was the path with the flower, which is the most, I guess, likely spot.
Lucy's house is so far away.
You can see his lookout at the top of the cliffs.
Yeah, I can see it. And all of the visuals point towards that direction, so you would assume the game wants you to go there, but there was nothing over there, right? Beyond those things. Swimming. Oops, swim. They're so cute when they swim too. They look slightly pissed, which is fantastic. They can dive! Oh my god, that's so cute. The way they dive underwater and plop up. It's like almost like you'd ask VO2, please make cute things pop out of water. Yeah, would really love a comparison between Cosmos and VO2, but I think Cosmos is supposed to be way more a different type of application. But I don't know if we'll get an end user version of it where we can test stuff. Muss sie tauchen, Janine, sind sie nicht süß? Wie sie slightly pissed einen anschauen und tauchen dabei. Loop, loop, loop. Yeah, food's ready, so we're gonna call it for today. But I must say I'm really impressed. Like, the first impression of this game is way better than I ever expected. I did not expect this game to be this good so far. Even though we're completely lost at the moment, I have no idea where the fuck I need to go. I mean, obviously the game wants me to go here, but I don't know how to get there. So yeah, I think that, you know, some games have cute gimmicks, and I think this game, they're gameplay relevant and they're cute and they're well implemented, and you can tell someone spent time and effort to make it even cuter. So really nice, but also I am really confused. This seems to be the main way, right? Like all the way up there. Pretty sure tomorrow we're gonna turn it on and instantly figure it out. And zero backseating also means in games, right? Like the game doesn't backseat you even if you're stuck sometimes. And I hope that in this case I'm just being stupid, because it really feels like I just want to go here. Guck mal, die schwimmen noch. Siehst du es ganz da hinten? Da schwimmen sie noch. Gucken, die haben immer so Stellen, wo sie sich so süß hinstellen. Guck mal, der hier zum Beispiel. Der chillt gerade auf dem Rücken, der eine. Unten rechts. Und der andere hier, guck mal. Ist ja nicht süß, wie er hier unten, guck mal, wie er sitzt. Ist das nicht niedlich? Da sitzt. Yeah, he's just sitting in the corner here. It's so cute. Yeah, but I really don't know what the game wants from me. Because there's this thing, which is very, very suspicious. Very, very suspicious. I don't think we can go into the jungle, but it's really cool to see the density. Can you see how they put all those trees there? And it feels very dense and nice, like when you look at it. It's not like the level stops, but they really try to make it look visually pleasing. You can't just jump out of the water though. Oops. I like how he's on your head. And then being spirits. Guck mal, Janine, das ist nicht cute. Wie auf meinem Ding sitzt, wäre nicht schön. I do wonder, because this is so... Can I use... Oh, you know what I never did? I never did the pulse on the bridge. Maybe you just have to use the pulse and something's gonna happen. But I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Because I don't know if it's gonna work or not. But I'm gonna do it right now, but I'm gonna continue playing tomorrow. The game also has a way to go for us to go back. I mean, I really don't know how this is meant to work, so... Und schau mal, dieses Wasser hier ist auch richtig, richtig schön. Also wie die, das aussieht, und du kannst, guck mal, du kannst ultra weit schauen, mein Objective ist ganz da oben. Also du guckst dieser Turm ganz da oben. Ja, Turm. Wait, is it? Yeah, it must be, right? So somewhere here in the intermediate, but the end goal is up here, basically. Okay, so I don't know how to progress from here, but I'm gonna eat, and I definitely recommend the game based on my first impression. Obviously, that can change over time, so depending on how long I played the game, right, my opinions might change. But the first impression, gameplay and visuals is really nice. The one thing I would easily fix, quote unquote, is probably make the combat sounds a bit more impactful. You know, make it a bit louder, make the voices a bit louder, and get more impacty when you hit things, right? Not when you hit like this is cool, but when you touch enemies, it should feel a bit more impactful. This would be my main criticism and, you know, thing I think you could easily fix and make better with not a lot of work. You know, and if you make another game, I don't know if the devs are working on something else. Hopefully maybe a second part of this game. I don't know, it looks pretty cool so far. Yeah, this is something you can easily fix, right? It doesn't take a lot of time if you do it right away. Obviously, if you have to go back and fix a bunch of sounds to make it more impactful, it's more work. But if you just start off and just, you know that this is lacking, you can definitely go in and just, like, you know, crank up the bass and crunchiness of the attacks a bit. And, you know, there are a bunch of games that do it well, so you can easily find examples of that. They're really detailed too. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, so they're chilling here. I really like the guy who's just like lying flat on his back. You know what? The game has I was like, it's such a shame. The game needs a photo mode, but it has a photo mode. So you can just go here and just look at him. Add lighting. I don't think so much needs to nicht. Yeah, just hanging out here. Yeah, he's pretty done. I'm bad at controlling the camera here, but you know what? This game having a camera mode for them alone is kind of cute. He's standing there. Okay, wait. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to control it. I'm just like not good at it. Because it doesn't work the way you would think it. I mean, it does. No, never mind. It does exactly work like you would think it does. Let's try to find a good shot for the end. I mean, I'm standing in a bad position for that, I guess. Yes. You can just like pop on the photo mode. It's really, really nice. Let's get closer to this guy here. And you can tell I don't use photo modes a lot in games, but in this game I think it's quite cute. Can I maybe zoom a bit to get the entire picture? Take photo. Where would you save that photo to? I don't even know. Okay, but thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow with more Kena Bridge of Shadows. Had a great time. Definitely a really fun game. And I think it was on sale for Steam sale, so I don't know if it's on sale anymore, but definitely seems to be an interesting game. That's really fun to play and looks really, really pretty. Definitely among the most beautiful games I've ever played. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.